but it's really enjoyable.
Exquisite flavors, and even more, remarkable texture. To achieve this level of tenderness, the meat undergoes a dry aging process. Dry aging means it's hung up in a temperature and humidity-controlled room for a given duration.
The goal is really tendernization and developing those flavors, as you're allowing the enzymes to work in that muscle, break down that connective tissue that's going to make that meat that tender.
I thought you were going to talk for 10 more seconds. Long.
When it comes to aging, Steve is a virtuoso. At his restaurant, Cured, he dry ages a range of proteins from 2 days to 2 years.
So I think we should head there next, and you could give me a little bit of a tour.
Sounds great.
You have to stay here. There's not room in the car. I'm sorry.
Cured. It took 14 months to turn this space inside the 100-year-old Pearls Administration Building into this sleek, fine dining restaurant you see now.
The name Cured. Can you tell me a little bit about the meaning behind that?
We wanted to do a lot of curing. We wanted to purchase whole animals to help our ranchers, help our farmers. And just very time, I was coming off of treatment for lymphoma. And a friend of mine said, hey, you should call it Cured. It really rung true.
When you step foot through their front door, you're immediately greeted by a glass refrigerator housing numerous cuts of meat at various periods in their dry aging journey.
A pleasure to finally be in your restaurant. That nature stuff was great, but I prefer air conditioning. So this is your dry aging closet. What temperature do you keep this at?
About 60 degrees.
That's like what I sleep at.
So temperature will vary, yes. The colder the case will be, the longer it's going to take to cure, because everything's based on weight. We will adjust this based on what's going on outside, because our compressor for this thing is pulling air outside and pushing it in. So certain times of the year, we might adjust it down. If it's super hot outside, if it's super cold outside, we adjust it up.
The practice of curing and aging meat is as old as civilization. Dry aging is intended to transform texture and flavor, but curing involves salt or nitrates that preserve the meat for a long time. Here, Steve plays with both techniques, and he creates some real jaw-dropping works.
You know, as I open it, you can smell the good bacteria, funk that we associate with charcuterie.
Why is he called good bacteria? Why do you have to put good in front of it?
So when I say good bacteria, I'm looking for these white molds. Anything that's green or black or blue, that's bad. We want beneficial molds that are going to help with the curing process, get these things losing moisture and converting those fats.
Have you ever had too much bad bacteria on here? What do you do in that case?
If you get ahead of it, you can always clean it with a little grain alcohol or vodka. If you have a bunch of it, you're better off just throwing it out and starting over.
I usually clean my insides with vodka. Does it work the same?
Yeah, very much.
For safety reasons, the outer layer is removed before preparing and serving any of these dry-aged products. If you can't commit to just one cut, you can try a load, all at once with a charcuterie board.
The charcuterie board, as I call it, the chart board. That doesn't sound good at all. Let's stick with charcuterie.
Imagine a cheese board. Now replace the cheese with paper-thin slices of various dry-aged meats.
There's so many different interesting foods on this plate here. This is 2-year-old ham. We're gonna build up to that. Woo! Over here, this is the pork belly.
The 9-month aged pork belly that I was holding earlier.
It is like a brick. You could lay enough of these down and make a house.
Now sliced up into this.
It's just like a fat ribbon. It's greasy. It smells like an old classroom. It's very satisfying. The fat kind of just melts as you chew it, so it's breaking down, but just the heat of your mouth alone starts to break it down too, and the fat just coats your mouth. That's a really interesting one. Right here, this is the Bresaola.
Bresaola, originating in Italy, is made from salted beef that's been aged for 30 to 45 days.
This is what my wife thinks my heart looks like.
One of my favorite things to cure is beef. Beef structurally is so different because pork has all its fat around its muscles, right? Beef has its intramuscular fat inside, and so it actually cures so much quicker, creates this really beautiful pellicle on the outside, but inside it's really soft.
That's delicious. There's equal parts meaty, fatty, and super salty. He said it was beautiful. I think he looks at it and he thinks about this taste. The taste's amazing. There's a couple more things I want to try here. There's duck breast and something he calls pork butter. Oh my God, imagine giving this to your 5-year-old and you're like, it's whipped cream. It's not whipped cream. What do I do? What do I do? I need a grape. That is so intense.
Pork butter. It's like lard, but better, I guess. Pork fat is rendered and whipped until it reaches the fluffiness of whipped cream.
Let me try putting it on a piece of toast, and let me even try mixing it with one of their sweet jams. Love it. When you mix it with something sweet, it mellows out the flavors. It's really nice, actually. It's still rich, but it blends with everything else. Don't eat it plain. You're not supposed to eat regular butter plain. I do, but you're not supposed to.
Here, duck breast. I've had duck breast that's been dry aged for 3 weeks.
Oh, smell that, smell that.
Oh, yes. This is like stinky
Here we
tofu.
go.
But this has only been aged for 12 hours.
For me, I don't usually call that aging. I would call it like I forgot to put it in the refrigerator or something like that.
After this very brief aging period, the breast is smoked for 2 hours and sliced into what they call a duck ham.
It's really soft. I thought for a second that this was like raw duck breast or something because it has that kind of opaque, raw-looking chicken breast look to it. Wow, regardless of how it looks, the taste is just like a really soft, oily, delicious ham. Like the best ham you've ever had. I'm building up to this right here, the pig that is 2 years old. This meat collectively could be older than my YouTube channel.
Looking at this almost transparent pork shaving, no one would think it started out like this.
Ooh, look at that. That is quite an ass. So this is heavy. All the flexibility's gone out of it. It's just super tight and dense.
And these pigs, when they come in, they're anywhere between 280 to 360 pounds for the entire animal. To lose 30% of that weight, it takes at least 12 months, if not longer. But we like to go 2 years with the hams and get a really hard product, and then we slice by hand.
Oh, the smell. What is it? It's a little gamey. It smells like an old wood barn, a sweater, and chick feed at the same time. That's a pig with character. Not soft and tender, much more crunchy. And instead of oily, it's kind of a sticky residue left in your mouth. At the very, very back, there's a little bit of a punky flavor to it. But overall, I like it. I think it's a very good story. If you brought someone here, you had them try the pig, just don't even tell them what it is, and then mention to them that it's 2-year-old meat that's not in a can.
Getting a little taste is nice, but I'm ready to really sink my teeth into our final course, dry-aged Wagyu ribeye.
These are the beautiful ribeyes from the Wagyu cattle. And these, we will slice them after 45 days, cut them into steaks and grill them.
This feels so weird. So how old is this one?
That's pretty close to 45, actually. I think that one's ready to be cut.
He starts by removing the tough, hard, dehydrated outer layer.
I like 45. I feel like you still eat and chews like a steak, and you've got some good funk, but it's not like eating a big old Gorgonzola steak.
Next, the meat is separated from the bones.
This is Wagyu.
Yes.
Like from Japan.
American Wagyu, so it's raised here in Texas.
There's no way they would let that DNA get out of the country.
Once the cut is retrieved from the rack, it's seasoned lightly with salt and pepper, and it hits the pan. Seared until it's formed a crust. Gently elevate the flavor with thyme, rosemary, and a hearty dose of butter. Continue cooking until medium rare.